Like, thanks for coming in, guys. Just some of the staff here are just a bit unaware of what's the association is, so probably the best thing to start off is just going through the team, the association, and how we all came together. Liam, are you the one for this one?
Sure. So we might just introduce everybody first and then give you a little bit of a rundown in terms of the background to the team and our season to date, the Ross next week, which is a big deal for us. So my name is Liam Cullen. In my day job, I'm a former colleague of Ger's in GSK before he came to DHL. I've been riding my bike for a long time and kind of fell into association with a pal of mine, Tim Cassidy, a couple of years, well, last year really. We have been involved in the game for a long time, and we're involved with a cycling club in Selbridge, and just thought we could develop and kind of evolve an under-23 development team to bring riders who are at a very good level already to an elite level, and in some cases an international level. So it's kind of a tiny bit about the background, so hand over to Tim.
How you doing, folks? Yeah, my name's Tim. I'm the team manager and coach, actually. Some of the lads as well on the team, some of them have their own personal coaches. But like Liam says, we originally set up this team to develop young guys in Ireland. I kind of, when lads turn 18, 19, 20, it's that kind of part where you can drift away from the sport, and I think to progress into cycling, it's very, very difficult for Irish guys because you have to go to Europe, and for this team it's very much about developing young guys as a stepping stone to bring them into Europe, but also for guys like Sean and Keane. You know, they're taking a slightly different route to Dylan and Adam Adams over in Switzerland at the moment, racing with his team. Dylan Cork, you know, he's a regular with the Irish team, so their kind of route is different. They've finished school now, they're going to head straight to Europe, whereas Keane and Sean, they're going the college route, and it's about having a really, really good international team that will let both types of riders develop and flourish and kind of pave their way into international cycling. So yeah, like a team like this, it's very much about development, but still to have the best team in Ireland, and I think for us, it's to have someone like DHL, or you know, to be involved with us. It's so important because cycling is an incredibly expensive sport, and to run this team is very, very difficult. They're young guys as well, so every bit of support that we can give them is massive. My background, I went across to Europe when I was 18 and was very lucky to be with one of the biggest teams in France at the time, and had quite a good career over there. That was leading to places into bigger teams, and injury stopped it all and brought me back to Ireland. And I kind of turned my back on it for a bit. It was your life. It was you're doing 25, 30 hours a week on a bike, and every other part of the day was left towards recovering, eating and sleeping. And that was just stopped completely. I turned my back on it, and went back to college. I studied physical therapy and got a degree in applied health science, and opened up a clinic, and that kind of opened me back into cycling again. I started working with young lads and coaching them, and that's where this opportunity kind of came to set up a development team like this, and that's where I want to focus give my knowledge that I got over the years with my team in France and racing across Europe, and pass it on to these guys that they can kind of go down the same route if they want, or to reach the top of Irish cycling home as well. Basically for us to help them. So it's massive for us to have someone like you guys involved. You know, we've got as Liam was saying, the big one for us now, starting on Sundays, the Ross. It's 8 days. It's incredibly hard. It takes a lot of work to get just one race on the road, you know, and it's only one race of a whole year.
Yeah, if you want to just even expand on that, what the Ross is.
Yeah, so basically the Ross is probably, it's Ireland's biggest race. It's a UCI classification, so technically it's a pro race. That the way cycling works, you have first division, second division, third division, very much like the Premiership and so on. For this race, for UCI 2.2s, you can have second division and first division entry. But the thing in Ireland is it's very, very unique that they open it to amateurs as well. So it's a very unique race in the sense that half of the field is the top Irish guys, and then they bring in 11 of the big international teams. So you have the biggest national teams that are preparing for the Olympics from Switzerland, from Belgium. Then you have all the other, I wouldn't say lower ranked pro teams because they're very, very good. You know, we're all coupled together for this week. It's an 8-day race, averaging between 135 kilometres to 155 kilometres every day. So we're roughly going to cover 500 kilometres over the whole week, and it's, you know, it's very, very tough in that sense. These guys are incredibly young. We're probably, I think we're the only under 23 real team in Ireland. And like we rode the Tour of Ulster there last week, and on the start list we were ourselves and BC2C, which were a French team, were over. We're the only under 23 teams there. So for us, like the Ross, it's huge, but we're so young. 4 of the guys, as much as each 2 of them have massive experience racing with Ireland, the national team, World Championships and so on, they're all 19 and 20 against guys that are 30, 28 in the height of their career. It's going to be very, very tough for them. 8 days in cycling is really, really long. The norm would be to race between 3 and 5 days for stage races. And a lot of guys, when they turn pro, when they go to ride, say, the Tour de France or Tour of Italy, Tour of Spain, they're 3-week-long races. The majority of them will go from 5 to 6 day races and then doing a 3-week race. But to have an 8-day race, it's very unusual, you know. And the lads they're gonna figure it out fairly quickly when they hit day 5. Sitting trying to eat their breakfast in the morning, nothing's gone down, and you know, the team is really set in. But yeah, we're looking forward to it anyway, and we have a team that is incredibly strong. They're some of the best guys in Ireland. Adam, I mean, he's a career ahead of him that I would like to think that he's going to be there. We'll be watching him on the TV in the Tour, and Dylan as well. He's only first year senior. Came out this year and won the first 2 races of the year for us. And the 2 boys as well, they're slightly different. They've chosen the college route, but equally as good. Sean, at 19 last year, finished, he was 8th overall in the country in the national series. Keane at the moment is lying 5th. We have another 5 of those races left, and the national championships and so on. And then outside of the circuit, I'm forgetting about one particular guy, is Paddy O'Brien. I've asked him to come into our team because we grew up racing together. He's had a career as a pro. He's one of Ireland's most decorated riders. He's finished 2nd in this race before, and he's come on as a kind of road captain to mentor these guys. So he's left the kind of full-time role as a cyclist. He's an accountant now, but he's still very much training and at it. He's been, the last 3 weeks, he's been second and first. So although we're a very young team going into a very professional race, we're going in with the idea to win stages out of this and have a really high GC place. I think we have a really good chance if luck is on our side. But it's like anything, it's 8 days, it's very, very crazy races with crashes and punches and so on. So if we get through the first 2 days of it, I think without any crashes, where it can be a very, very tense first day or 2 where everyone's trying to get their teams up there, we should do well, you know.
We have a wellness week kicking off next week, so it's just kind of to give an insight to different initiatives on wellness and health, how we can apply it to ourselves in the workspace. So how do you find balancing the sport and work careers and nutrition as well as preparing for exercises?
You want to ask maybe one of the riders?
Yeah.
The 2 boys.
You might just say a little bit about where you